Welcome everyone to episode 18 of the Unintentional Journeyman. And what a difference a month makes. If you recall from our last episode, we had been called to task by the board. They had given us an ultimatum and said, we're basically going to let you go. I pleaded for one more month. We got one more month. We came into a game where the press said we were going to be fired if we lost the match. We drew that match against Hemel Hempstead. 0-0 draw. And then look what's happened since then. We followed that with a 2-0 win over Chippenham. 1-0 win over Bognor Regis. We lost to St. Albans in the 92nd minute. They scored on us. Otherwise, we would have drawn that game 0-0. We beat first place Maidenhead 1-0. Jay Bird hit a penalty kick at the 47th mark of the first 45 plus 2 mark of the first half to put us up 1-0, and we shut them down. We just drew Eastbourne Borough 0-0. We outshot them 12-4-5 or something like that. Probably should have won, but still came away with 1 point and a draw. They sit, I think, in 9th place in the table. So playing some decent teams, we've picked up 3 wins, 3 draws, and a loss since the board came in and gave us an ultimatum, and since we were, almost on the board, on the edge of getting fired there. Now look at our defense: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clean sheets in the past 7 games. Only 1 goal allowed. The flip side of that is we're not scoring goals. We've only scored 4 goals in 7 matches too. So we're not scoring, but our defense has been just phenomenal. And these aren't flukes either. The other teams are getting 3-4 shots a match, 5-6 shots a match, and nothing really all that challenging, for our goalkeeper. And then Barden tends to be pretty good, so he picks up anything that slides through. We just defensively been really, really solid, making some tactical changes and kind of trying a couple different strategies that I think might be working. We'll go through those a little bit when we go through the lineup. But the results have us, if we look at the table here, we are in 18th place. We just slid down from 17th place. I think someone here won, maybe it was Chippenham won and passed us when we got that last draw. But we're 7 points from safety. Playing Chelmsford today. So a big match coming up. If we could win this match, they've lost 5 in a row and they don't have a manager. If we could win this match, it would put us 10 points to safety with 10 matches to go, as we have a 42-game season and we've played 31 matches already. So a big match coming up today, but the results have just transformed our season. I think we were on 20th place the last time, or 21st place the last time we played, and we've just exploded and pulled ahead by about 7 points. It's been a miraculous transformation. And I think in part to a couple things that as we go through the lineups for today, I'd like to offer thoughts on. I don't know if this is the reason. As always, it's kind of hard to tell. But I have a couple thoughts on some changes that I've made that I think might be resulting in some positive results. I think that's about it. We don't really have new players coming in. Our squad has pretty much stayed the same, but I am desperately trying to bring in a striker because we're not scoring goals, and I think it largely comes down to the people we're putting up top. I was playing with, if we look at our strikers here, we just don't have good results. I was playing, let's sort them by average rating. Lawson is a scatter. He doesn't play that much. Jay Bird has continued to do well up front, although his ratings have dropped off a little bit. He's kind of settled in. I've been playing him every game. I was trying to play David Breming, who I think should be our best striker, but just wasn't scoring. He couldn't, just getting 6.5, 6.4, 6.6, missing shots, not scoring. I finally said, okay, I'm done. I got to try something else. We went with Harvey Turner, who's a pressing forward, but I thought he might be able to play as a poacher in this role here because he's got decent numbers for it. But he's been up there 3-4 matches and has just been abysmal. Hasn't been scoring at all yet either. I'm going back today to Noel Layton, who has probably our best numbers up top, but just hasn't played much up there lately. He struggled early in the year and then kind of had a streak where he scored some goals and then kind of tailed off there. I'm going to play him as an advanced forward up top. I've been summing him in late for most games, but he hasn't really scored yet either. I don't think any of these guys are the answers. I don't really think we have an answer. Sean O'Brien was the guy I was pretty hopeful in, but now he's down to 2 stars ability. And, when I look at him in retrospect, he's got such a low work rate, which was creating a problem for Pocher. He just wasn't running for the ball unless it was right at him. He doesn't pass. He doesn't play like a team. He can't pass, actually. Got good finishing and good composure, but for whatever reason, he just wasn't sinking his shots. So he only had 7 goals in 2 appearances, 6.5 rating. He's not the answer up there yet either. So I don't have one. So I have been actively seeking after, kind of taking the last bit of our transfer funds and seeking after some kind of a home run hitter who we can bring in, who can just dominate up top. I think because our results have better, we're getting a little bit more talented level of player, willing to come in and look at our team. So maybe I'll be able to pick up some kind of an answer for the last month and a half here of the season. But for the moment, Leighton will start today, and we'll see how that goes. But that's kind of the one puzzle I'm trying to still solve, is how we can score goals up top. And I think the problem now does lie up top a little bit. But let's go into our tactics, and let's get this game started. A big match again, because if we are to win, we could open up a 10-point gap in the standings above the relegation zone. If we lose, we go down to 4, and we're right back in it. But this would be a huge match. Given our form and their form, I'm hopeful that things will turn out well. Here's our lineup, and let's take a look first at our tactics. I've been wavering throughout the seasons I've been playing with. I think my tactics have been too complicated. And then if you recall last year, I watched that FM Scout video where the guy said, don't use any tactics at all, maybe one tactic. But, that guy was he had the attribute masking off. And so he was able to go in and just kind of pick really good players. And I think that's right. He didn't need the good tactics because his players were so good. With the attribute masking on, it's just a lot more challenging to find decent players. And so I think you're not going to end up with players that are that far ahead of the teams you're playing. So you really, at least I feel like not using tactics didn't work. But I do think my tactics were too complicated. So the compromise I'm trying to reach is to only use 3 instructions at most in each phase of the game. So we have in possession. I've just gone to shorter passing, dribble less, and play for set pieces. And this is when I think we can take a team on and match them. So balance in transition. I've switched out of the counter. And out of possession, I've just moved us up to a standard line. Defend wider has worked pretty well for us, especially if we mark the outside back so they can't cross in. David Martin has been kind of a force in defensive midfield, so I think even if teams try to come inside on us, they haven't had much success doing that. I might do tighter marking, but that's pretty much it. And then for our defensive formation, defensive setup using essentially the same formation. Up top, I just don't have us using short passes. Then I set a transition offense for counter, distribute quickly and regroup, and so kind of playing defensively. And I just push us down just a little bit, our top line, our line of engagement just a little bit lower, and then press to try to get the ball back so we can counter. And this has been working pretty well. So at most 3 instructions for this level, and fingers crossed, so far so good. The other thing I'm doing is trying to leave players in long enough to get a feel for what they can do. I think I switch players in and out a little bit too quickly, so I've been trying to give them 4 or 5 games in a certain position before I determine they're either not being successful or being successful. Having said that, I am pulling Hunter after 3 games here because he wasn't doing it all. But for the most part, trying to give players a little bit longer of a run up top. So let's take a look at our starting lineup, and let's start the match. I believe it is 66 degrees and cloudy out today at the end of February here. It's the 18th of February, 2023, and some kind of what I would expect to be pretty warm weather for us today here. Barden, as always, in goal. Manuel has taken over the starting job at right back. I was swapping in and out Treacher, but he just hasn't done very well out there. So Manuel's been a better option, and he's got the starting job. Bassett and Haynes are playing. Haynes does swap in and out with Gibbs, still rotating there. Rhodes, still rotating with Balogun out at left back, even though the last match I think we watched Balogun had a rough match, but both of them playing well enough that I want to keep them involved. Martin has our lock at defensive midfielder, playing kind of a deep-lying playmaker. I've switched that, and it seems to be working pretty well, so I'm not going to change it. One of the big changes I've made is the Carrilero midfielder roles for both of our outside backs. This is a role that shuttles them to the side apparently more, and so Campbell and Nguesson have done that. Since we've done that, that's kind of where our defense is really shored up. So I think that makes sense in this kind of it's not really a diamond formation anymore, but this 3 central midfielder formation. It seems to fit them well, and they cover out those side spaces better. I am rotating through Askey and Burgess at central midfielder. They both play similarly in that role and have done fairly well. Leighton today gets the start at the upper forward, attacking forward, and then Bird at pressing forward. He has done well, although of late has been struggling a little bit, as our offense in general has been struggling. So there you have it. I think that Chippenham have given up Chelmsford, have given up the most goals of anyone in the league here. So maybe it would be kind of a little bit of a boost that our offense will need. And with that in mind, let's go get this started. It's time to play. Our team looks good. Our bench looks fine. Leighton is lacking match sharpness, but I want to give him a chance up there anyway. If he really struggles, I might bring in Breming earlier than later. Given that, I would like to see them score here. Let's go to the dressing room. Let's set our opposition instructions here. I do like to always press. Let's ask the assistant first, and then let's press the outside backs and press the attacking midfielders. That seems to help cut down on the corners and has been working pretty well for us. So with that in mind, we'll keep doing that. Looks like we're going to have a conversation in the tunnel. We should challenge the team to go out and prove a point. The silence falls for the players in fair spirits, attentive and keen to take instruction on board. Kind of curious why they're only in fair spirits. We've done really well lately, but no matter here. Okay, what do we want to say? I get a little bit leery of this one here that says the recent form standings have them in 22nd place while we're in 7th. Let's show them why. I think we get kind of nervous when we're kind of feeling that kind of pressure here. I'm going to go, it's all over to you now, have a good one, which sounds really kind of lackadaisical, but I think we can follow that up with the I have faith in you. Yeah, that didn't get much of a reaction, but I think there's a lot more comfort. I completely believe you got what it takes. I think, again, with these young players, they just seem to really respond well to that. So that one seems to work pretty well. Jay Bird didn't really make any have an emotional reaction to that, but he's playing fine anyway. So, okay, end team talk. Into the tunnel we go. Your Richmond Hampton side hold their relegation destiny in their hands. Can you take a step closer to the Vanarama Salt survival today? It's not the easiest season, but we worked hard to give ourselves breathing room, and it's important to keep that going. Yeah, that sounds fine. Oops. Oh, please, come on. I want to go manage the match. You come into this one in good form while your opponents do not. Do you perhaps fear complacency ahead of kickoff? It's a different sort of challenge for us today. Have to be focused on playing our game and being critical in front of goal. That sounds good. All right, gentlemen. Our destiny is in our hands. We are in the white with red stockings, and Chelmsford playing in the red with solid red stockings. And we are underway. 3 minutes in, so far it's a quiet start here. They pick up a shot. I would really like to get a couple of early goals and put this one away, although scoring goals has not been our forte. Martin picks it up. We control the ball. Okay, I hope we don't get complacent here. We're not good enough. Oh, Leighton down the pipe. Oh, gosh, we can never seem to score those. Why? Is there something I'm missing coaching-wise that... Oh, he missed the header, too. Oh, so close. Clear-cut chance, wasn't it? Boy, I feel like we should be better than 50% on that type of a breakaway, and we consistently have the goalkeeper save it. Martin out wide. Manuel's got a nice cross. There. Oh, tipped wide. These games where you kind of pound the goal make me nervous because I feel like the other team gets one shot and then scores. Was that offside? I thought for a second there we might have had a penalty chance. 20 minutes in, we've had the better chances, and we are we've got better possession, and we've got more shots. I wonder, I was thinking, do I want to push that central midfielder up a little bit? But I'm sticking with what's working. We are outshooting them 7-2. We have had a clear-cut chance, and things look pretty good here, making me nervous. Press. Oh! Heart attack possibility. They hit the corner, and then they hit the keeper. The keeper saved it. Oh, Barden with another big save. That was quite threatening. They had 3 really good shots there, although they are getting frustrated. Jay Bird is apprehensive. Ningessen is nervous. Let's get that. Come on, let's get a goal here. And anxious, nervous. I feel like, would they respond well to encourage? They don't respond well to any of my commands from the sideline here, but I feel like maybe encouraging them would be a good thing to do. But well, we're into halftime. Okay, a draw doesn't hurt. A draw wouldn't be the worst thing here. They would stay 7 points down. I mean, we could really use the 3 points, but a draw I would be happy with. Pretty good here. I think we're not doing badly at all. If everyone continues to work hard, we'll win this. Let's go passionate. Oh, not much of an effect there, but we have the looking for you to make a difference. I know you're capable. Our defense responds well to that. Our midfield is more like the, listen nervously. Askey is nervous. I think I might substitute him out a little bit here. Looking to make the difference. I know you're capable. There's a lot more to come for you, and I know you've got what it takes. Let's do that. Leighton is nervous. We have 2 players nervous, Leighton and Askey. And Leighton's performed pretty well. He missed that shot. I'm not sure why that's called perform really well. Maybe I can shout at him to the pressure's off. Can I do that already? Shout no pressure at... Who were the 2? It was Askey and Leighton were... Leighton's composed now. Jay Bird is apprehensive. Let's try that. And Manuel is apprehensive. Calm down, people. It's just a game. Nesbitt closes in. Oh, it's a wide corner. Dangerous. Okay, Campbell's got it. Oh, that's it. I thought we were going to... Disinterested. How can you be disinterested? I just tell you, no pressure. I do want to make a change there. How is he a crosser? I thought I've already crossing him down. Leighton into Campbell. Campbell lofts it over to Rhodes. Rhodes can't cross here at all. He's just terrible. But look at that. That was like U6 dribbling skills there. That was pretty funny. I think I'm going to pull Leighton up. Bird with the long cross. Pops it over the top. Let's go get it. Nothing there. Gosh, we having trouble scoring goals. But we're out-shooting them and outplaying them. Oof. I thought if that was going to curve. It just went kind of straight there and went wide. It's a little bit closer than I thought. You know, I think let's go positive because we are playing better than them. And let's should we make a substitution here at... Leighton's not done well. Breming deserves a chance. I spoke with him about his poor performance. Let's see if we bring him in as a poacher. He can light up the scoreboard here. Confirm changes. Play. We're going positive. Positive shouldn't hurt us. I say that and they're going to come back and get a goal right away. Okay, got the ball. I'd love to see an error back here. What kind of highlight is this going to be? A bad one. Ooh! Is that a save by Barden? Another nice save. Okay. That's dangerous. Oh, that's a clean header. Barden with another nice save. Oh my goodness. This game has turned a little bit here. I don't think positive is working. Should I leave it and give it some more time? Or... I feel like we're letting him play into this here. Okay, now we get the ball. Counter. We're not set to counter. Take our time. Okay, fine. Haynes does the little dance. Martin, Ningessen, take your space. Okay, to Askey. Askey out along the side. Rhodes pushing forward to Bird. Back to Rhodes, who usually has no ball skills. Nice. Bird picks it up. Back to Ningessen. Shot. Oh, a brilliant save by the goalkeeper, Guerra, to deny us on the outside. I think I'm going to... Bird, go get it, get it, get it. Bassett trying to pick it up. Header to the outside. Martin cleans it up. Okay. Do something. Back to Rhodes, and that funnels that out. Getting a lot of highlights here. This is an interesting game. I do think we'll go a couple more minutes and then make a substitution. 70 minutes. Okay. Is he still apprehensive? I can't see that here, can I? I'm tempted. Askey's playing apprehensive, but he's playing at a 6.9 rating. Leighton is out. Breming's in. Jay Bird. I feel like we might be okay. Bird's done fine. All our players' energy is okay. I think I'm going to wait a little bit and bring Burgess in for Askey maybe in another 5-10 minutes. Yeah, let's stay where we are. Play. I think this one could go either way, though. We've had slightly more shots and had better possession, but they've had some really good chances, too. They're making some substitutions right now. Bird. Oh! Finish! Oh, so close! Oh, I thought that was in. Brilliant save. Let's get the corner here. Hit it off Breming's head. Hit it off Breming's head. Oh, is that a... That's a nothing. Oh, good. Another highlight here. Get it in. Breming. Back to Campbell. Campbell to Martin. Martin looking for some help. Ningessen's got a pretty good shot. There it is! Oh, I have to try to not yell because I understand that doesn't help people with headphones, but it's hard not to when it's so exciting. That was brilliant. What a shot by Ningessen. I don't think he scored for us. A first goal of the season, right? It tells us right up the top there, doesn't it? Ningessen takes it off his right foot, pumps it, and just slides it into the right side. Let's change our tactics a little bit here, and let's go to... I'm going to go to cautious. Don't want to go to defensive. Oh, I should praise them, shouldn't I? Shout. So let's praise... That was Martin that made the pass for the assist. And then Ningessen with the shot. We'll confirm that. Hopefully I don't freak out. Nervous, apprehensive. Okay, I am going to... Pause. Stop. Let's bring in Burgess instead of Askey. That's a good substitution anyway. And Askey's kind of nervous. It'll give us good, fresh energy at central midfield. And then maybe Usman for Bird. Oh, you know what I have been doing? Because Usman is a... I'm going to undo that. And I'm going to bring in Usman for Askey because he is a better defensive midfielder. I can put him in at ball-winning midfielder support. And that gives us a little bit more of a defensive focus here with 10 minutes to go. And as I say that, they get the ball down close here. Okay, Betts closing in. Oh, we gotta stop the cross, please. Stop the cross. Up front, Barden picks it up. Nice. Safe hands. Come on, back up there. You see that guy standing in front of Barden, just trying to shake and rattle his nerve? That usually doesn't work against him. Okay, is the highlight still going on here? Okay, let's pick it up on the side. That stayed in. Uh-oh. No. Nice save. Barden has got to get player of the match. He's been phenomenal today. Oh, I know a couple things I want to do now. Of course, tactically waste time. Is there anything else I want to do? I'm happy with the way things are going. I might make one more sub in a little bit. Maybe Burgess and shift Usman. No, we're gonna let's let this go. Come on, clock. Just run out, clock. Just run out. Bird with a shot. Oh, he hit the bar. He's a good free kicker. I love it down this end, though. Okay, put it off Breming's head. We have the set play set up where Breming's in that far post. Bird kicks it off his head, and that's not how I draw it up. Okay, just time burn down. I want no highlights, please. They're going to say, how much time's left? 4 minutes, and maybe I can make a sub to slow things down a little bit more. But I don't really, unless I put Usman up for Bird and put Burgess in, I can do that. Let's put Usman up for Bird, and let's put Burgess in for Bird. We'll swap them. Burgess central midfielder. Let's just turn him down a little bit, support, and let's make Usman a pressing forward defend. He's got good ratings for that. That should stall for another minute or so here. Just run. 91, 92. Oh, they have the ball. Uh-oh. Please. No, not that. Bassett, save it. Kick it away. Good, Martin's got it. Oh, this is a long one for us. Burgess, go get the ball. Why? I hate these things. These things make me so nervous. Is that a corner? Oh, it's a corner. Really? Oh, what? Really? Well, what an odd corner. Okay, 93-30. Come on. I don't know why we would... Okay. Bounce it around. Get the ball. Ooh, that looked like a foul to me. Rhodes whacks it up. Uh-oh. 10 seconds. Come on, blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Yes! Kicked it wide. That should do it. We could be witnessing our team going to safety. We will be 10 points up if he blows the whistle. And with 10 matches to go, fantastic. Our 7th shutout in 8 matches. We win a squeaker. I think my heart rate is probably about 120 beats per minute right now. What does the Goal magazine say? Chris O'Brien says, Hampton and Richmond got the victory they wanted over Chelmsford today, but I'm sure they would have liked to have won by the bigger margin that was predicted at the start of the match. Yeah, you and your predictions, whatever. We won 1-0. Silence fall, but the players in fair spirits, attentive and keen to take instruction on board. Paul, I don't think we need to address anything specific. What are you talking about? We just... Well done, lads. That was a good win for us. It was a good one. We had some shaky performances again up top. Leighton and Breming. We do not have a striker, but that was fantastic. I don't know how Barden doesn't get a better rating. He gets a 6.9 there, and I thought he was just phenomenal. Right back, Manuel. Let's praise him. You did well out there. 8.3. This was Ningessen. He was fantastic. That shot could have very well been the highlight of our season here. Let's take a look at the table. What a fantastic result. We should have, I guess I can say, we won 1-0. That could have gone either way. They had some chances. We did hit the bar again, stuff like that. It could very well have gone either way, of course. They had some really good chances. Our goalkeeper came up big. And so I think we were fortunate there. But I will take fortunate on that. And we are now 16th place, 34 points, 10 points above safety. Oh my gosh, this would be so nice to cruise to a kind of to kind of end the season a little bit early without going into this deep relegation battle. I feel like with a table like this, what does the inbox say here, by the way? In control as Clarets are brushed aside. One of the competition's worst defenses so far this season continued to struggle as Chelmsford lost to Hampton and Richmond. Actually, I thought they did pretty well defensively. Of course, we can't score. Carrilero, Christian Nagessen gave Hampton and Richmond the lead with a shot from 22 meters out at the 76th minute. Wow, it was that late, huh? In a low-key affair. Yep, the press conference about the game. I'll save this for later. That's probably not all that thrilling to watch, but I do want to take a quick look at the table here because... So 34 points... 32 matches played. Realistically, they're probably going to end up with 34. I mean, the rate they're going, if you say 10 games and they're picking up 8 points every 10 games. 3 times 8 is 24, and that's even a little bit more. So if they play at that rate and pick up another 8 points over their last 10 matches, that would put them at 32, and we would be ahead of them. Likewise, all of these teams down there. So conceivably, we could be safe already, but one of these teams gets hot and all of a sudden it's a whole nother thing. So I'm kind of thinking 45 points is the magic number. Maybe 40 is going to be okay. So it'd be nice again. 11 more points in 10 matches. I think we can do that, although we have played almost all the teams below us now. I know we played Chelmsford and beat him. We played Bognor Regis and we beat him. Hemel Hempstead and we drew. Chippenham, I believe we've played twice, and we beat them. I think we have East Thurrock and Truro left to play below us. So those could be some matches where we can pick up points. Otherwise, the remaining 8 matches, other than those 2, are going to be playing teams above us. So a lot of wood to chop before we're safe, but it's looking pretty good. We may be on the verge of being safe. This will be, again, the first season I tried was with Nuneaton Town. Got relegated, spent 2 years in Wales, had a good successful run in Wales for 2 years, then came back last year. Our first video season was Farsley Celtic, and it was abysmal. We got relegated with one match left to go. I got fired. So this is the third attempt to survive in the Vanarama regional leagues here, and maybe the third time's a charm. We're looking decent here. So fingers crossed, but we're not done yet. Coming up, we'll finish the month here in February in Bath. We should have 2 more episodes this season. I think I'll probably come back for the East. We'll play Bath, Meredith, Truro, and then we'll probably come back for the East Thurrock match and see where we are. So that will give us then a half dozen matches left to go. Then we'll probably come back for maybe 1 or 2 matches here that could perhaps see us draw safe. Maybe it'll come down to the end again. A lot of things can happen. We don't know. But definitely I think the next match will be East Thurrock. We'll play 3. That'll give us about 7 matches to go before that one. And we are off. Thanks again for coming by and watching. That's the end of episode 18. Again, trying to publish these several times a week, Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. If you do like the video and are enjoying it, I'd love to thumbs up, subscribe, comments, anything would be great. And thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having fun. Have a great day and enjoy Football Manager.